Cam Smith can say to his grandkids he won the Claret Jug at the 150th Open Championship at St. Andrews by catching and beating Rory McIlroy at the Old Course. Smith was just the fifth Australian to win the British Open, joining five-time champion Peter Thomson, Nagel, two-time champion Greg Norman, and Ian Baker Finch on that list. Thomson, by the way, in 1955, Nagel in 1960 were the only other Australians to win it all at St. Andrews. Smith will be remembered for his historic putting, including a string of 5 straight birdies en route to a 30 on the back nine, catching and passing Rory McIlroy at the end. Taking a look at his putting statistics, quite impressive, including strokes gained in the final round, where he was better than 3 to McIlroy's sub-2. All right, time to check in with Doug Bell, who was part of our coverage after the Open Championship, in which Cam Smith prevailed as the winner, and he is a champion for amateurs who don't use practice strokes as part of their greenside routine, Doug. What continues to stand out to you about his Sunday final round?
Well, Tommy, excuse me for being overly exuberant about what I saw yesterday, but in my mind, it was the most clutch performance in the history of major championship golf in the modern era. What Cam Smith pulled off in those final 9 holes, shooting a 30 with birdies at 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14, and then the incredible up and down on the road hole at 17, almost drives the green at 18 to 2-putt for the closing birdie, which was ultimately the winning shot. It was remarkable. And you mentioned he has a very simple pre-putt routine. He just looks at it from behind, walks up, and strokes it. Maybe we all should try that, but he truly is one of the great putters, maybe the best putter in the world today. And think about that statement. Now, driving overall strokes gained 144th. Not a great driver of the golf ball, although he was pretty good on that second 9. Putting, he's 12th strokes gained. But here's the category. He leads professional golf, the PGA Tour, 4.76 birdies per round. He's a birdie machine, all because of that special club in his bag, the putter. Again, you drive for show, and in his case, you putt for the Claret Jug. And it all came through yesterday in a remarkable fashion.
Yeah, the decision and execution on 17 will be certainly remembered.
Wow.
And then at 20 under, records the lowest total by a champ at St. Andrews since Tiger back in 2000. By the way, Cam getting a nice shout out from Jack Nicklaus on Twitter after winning the Claret Jug. So for everything that's great about Cam Smith, Rory McIlroy falling short once again. He's played very well in most of the majors this week and only hit 1 bunker this week, holed out from it, shot 266s, bogey-free final round, and yet he falls short. How do you evaluate and sort of categorize Rory's Sunday as well as the Open, Doug?
As always, Rory said it best. He's maybe the best interview in professional sports, certainly the best golfer as far as getting an honest answer. And he said yesterday, listen, I didn't play badly. I just didn't play great. And when you consider he had no 1-putt greens in the final round of a major, could not get a birdie at 14, the par 5, which he knocked down all week, and could not birdie the finishing hole. Hit his worst drive really of the week at 18 when he needed to put it up there on or close to the green. Could not do it. So again, Rory comes up short in a major championship. It's been an 8-year drought in majors. He's won a ton since then, but there's something about the majors that has now become a problem for Rory McIlroy, and this will sting forever. I don't think he'll ever let this one get out of the memory banks. One of the great players in the modern era. He and Tiger, the most popular golfers on the planet right now, and just could not get it done. And again, he got beat by a better player who shot a phenomenal back 9 on Sunday.
Yeah, our guy Jason Ray, always great with the stats. He thinks Rory McIlroy the only player to hold a 54-hole lead in a major, hit every green in regulation in the final round, and then not win. We take a look at the age of the guys. It always is a hot topic with the 20-somethings, and Justin Thomas did it at 29 at the PGA Championship. Cam Smith's at 28. When we take a look at the last 6 major winners, Doug, John Rahm's included in that list. I mean, the game of golf is in a good place right now. How do you describe the youth movement we're seeing at the moment?
Well, Tommy, what we saw this week at St. Andrews, I thought was significant in the game of professional golf. The great Tiger Woods played at St. Andrews for the last time competitively. It'll roll back around when he's 51, and he won't be involved in that championship. He misses the cut, walks over the Swilcombe Bridge on Friday. takes the picture and then has that phenomenal ovation walking up 18. And in my mind, as I got tingles up my spine watching this, Tiger, in essence, was handing the baton to all of these young people who you see on this list and others who all grew up really watching him and being inspired by him. Listen, Jack handed the baton off to young players, including Tiger, and now Tiger has officially handed the baton off to that list right there and others. I thought it was a significant moment this whole week for professional golf, and I think the game is in an incredible spot thanks to Jack, thanks to Tiger. And now all these great players are going to try to win multiple major championships. Listen, if they don't leave for Live Golf, that's what they want to do. They want to win majors, all because of the great Tiger Woods.
And Cam Smith did deflect a Live Golf question. His final round 64 is tied for second lowest all-time by an Open champion, trailing only Henrik Stenson 63 back in 2016. And according to reports out in Europe, the European Ryder Cup captain perhaps on the verge of joining the rival golf series. What do you make of that, Doug?
Well, Tommy, I interviewed Henrik Stenson at the Valspar Championship several months ago down in Florida, and man, he was so fired up to be the Ryder Cup captain. It was such an honor, the first Swede to hold that distinction, and he's played on some really powerful and really good Ryder Cup victorious teams. So this surprises me a little bit, but again, he's 46 years old. He's no longer competitive in professional golf, plays very little, and apparently Liv, if this is official, has offered him a lot of money to continue playing sparingly and still cash in. But again, the guy I talked to back at Valspar, I mean, this was a big deal for him. So if he makes the move, it would surprise me a little bit. But then again, Liv is talking to a lot of these guys and convincing them that it's time to jump ship. So we shall see. We'll see if Henrik can do it or will do it.
Ryder Cup still more than a year away out in Rome, Italy. Again, played in September to October of 23. Doug, certainly appreciate it. Great stuff all weekend long. And then joining us here this morning on HQ. I want to remind you about the First Cut podcast. Kyle Porter, of course, spent the entire week at St. Andrews. Did some great stuff for both the pod and HQ. Rick Gaiman, Mark Immelman, KP. Recap of a wild Sunday, to say the least, at St. Andrews.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.